A child found a square object on the beach. He cut it open with a small knife, tasted it, and then threw it away. Little did he know that it was a kilogram of drugs worth 60,000 euros. Now thousands of kilograms of drugs have suddenly appeared on the shores of Europe's poorest island, and the entire town's residents have rushed to the beach. They used nets to scoop them up, carried them on their shoulders, and tried every possible way to take them home. Children sat on the drugs. Young people gathered to snort them frantically. Men treated the drugs like candy, and women used them as starch to cook meals. The entire town went mad, all because it was so poor. So when Edward saw the drugs drifting in from the sea, he knew his chance to change his fate had arrived. This was a gift from God. Edward was an old sailor. He knew that whatever washed ashore must have a source, so he just needed to follow the current to find the rest of the drugs. Edward recovered 397 kilograms of drugs, worth 23.82 million euros. He was about to strike it rich, but drugs aren't money. He needed to turn them into cash. Yet when his friends learned Edward planned to sell the drugs, they, who had been drifting through life day by day, were terrified. Drug dealing is a crime. It would attract the police, and the drug lords would come looking for him. They were even more dangerous figures. So what? Edward didn't care at all, because he didn't want to be stuck here for the rest of his life, surviving on welfare. He believed this was God's will, that God had placed these drugs right in front of him. He had to seize this opportunity to change his fate. Moved by Edward, his friends decided to go all in. They left Matt to watch the drugs while the rest headed home. But on the way, the three young men, lost in visions of a bright future, completely lost their heads. They were so engrossed in discussing what life would be like after striking it rich that they completely failed to notice a person standing right in the middle of the road.